Yeah.
Still not recording. Alors. Finalement. Finalement, je suis libre!
Ok.
Finalement. Je suis libre. C'est Planet Glee. Et une autre fois. Et nous sommes dans le studio, le live studio. Et tu peux voir que nous avons une guest française euh, qui s'appelle Aline. Elle a un programme ici en San Francisco qui s'appelle French American TV. Et alors nous ne pouvons pas parler en français parce que je ne parle français avec une rapidement français, rapide français. Mais alors c'est
En anglais.
pour nous et pour vous un autre programme ici en San Francisco de voir. C'est en français et en anglais. Alors, thank you, Aline, for being here.
My pleasure. It's, I had to return the favor. I interviewed you on my show. Now it's your turn to interview me on your show.
Yeah, and you did a very, very good, I thought, interview of me. And I wonder how far into your experience being in the United States and doing a show for the French people has been for you over the years, or now even.
Yeah, has been quite a good experience. I used to do a show starting in 1987 in 3 segments. It was 10 minutes for an interview, 10 minutes for variety like singing or music, and 10 minutes for children. But that was a time where I had a lot of energy to schedule 3 different segments for half an hour show. But then as the years went by, I decided to simplify my life and to simply do one show of half an hour. And then sometime I didn't have enough time to finish the interview after half an hour, so I decided to take a full hour slot so that my guests could have plenty of time to let us know what they had to say, what they had to talk about.
Very cool. Now, did you sometimes have an all children show, or did you just switch to just having adults?
No, I usually started with the interview. Then I would have a variety, whether it was that I would invite in the studio or tape outside of the studio, and I would add that when I edited. And then for children, I either taped the schools outside of the studio or invited someone in the studio. So it was a mix of inside taping and outside events.
Interesting. Now, when you came here from France, did you feel like the French audience would want to know what was going on in San Francisco, or?
No, actually, it fell on my lap kind of thing. I met the producer of the Italian American show.
Oh, cool.
And he said, there is no French show. Why don't you do one? I said, well, I've never done TV in my life. What are you talking about? So he said, it's really easy. You just invite people, you go tape events, and you got yourself a show. I said, I'll give it a try maybe for a week or two, see if it's something for me. And everybody after 10 weeks was telling me there is nobody representing the French people, and since you got a good jump start, keep going.
Oh, very cool.
And it has been 31 years since 1987 now.
Oh wow! Since '87, I remember back in '87, I was in a band and we wanted to get on public access TV, but
Really?
it was on Bayshore, and I forget what happened. We didn't pursue it well enough, but I probably would have met you then or been around, seen that part of public access. Now, are your other shows? Are all your shows on YouTube or? How can people find your show?
All right. They are in many the top 10 social media sites, so including Dailymotion, which is the equivalent of YouTube in
In
France.
France?
Yeah. So it's a different software, but it's very well organized. Also, they have a different setting and everything, but it's pretty much the same concept. People post their shows. I used to post on Vimeo, but now they say I reach 84 gigabytes, and if I want to go more than 84 gigabytes, I need to buy the premium plan. So, and also Vimeo limits the length of your video because of limitation in what you can upload in terms of megabytes or gigabytes. So Vimeo I interrupted. It was they just didn't keep up with the evolution of the market in terms of giving people
Yeah.
space. So I gave up on Vimeo, but I do post on the main social work or network, like the ones that you personally use, like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Pinterest, Stumble Upon, Orchid, and then there's Dig, and then there's um,
Reddit?
Reddit, and then there's the other one, Live Journal,
Stumble upon?
and Stumble Upon. Yeah.
Wow,
So
you're on all those.
yeah. So you get those two from YouTube. So it's really easy. In 1 minute, you can post them all. I know there's 50 or more of them. There's hundreds of them, but I decided not to do it because then most people only have time for YouTube anyway.
Now, I just want to know how do people in France feel about the fact that the United States pretty much doesn't it like control a lot of the internet?
Well, the internet is worldwide. There is no control of the internet. You
Well,
mean there's more broadcast on the internet from the United States? Well, that's because we have more people here. We have 330 million. In France, you're dealing with 70 million. So you're dealing with only a percentage of the United States population. So obviously, they're going to have less people producing and less people putting shows online.
well, I noticed. I was on Twitter yesterday, and I was trying to find a French audience
Yeah,
on Twitter, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find one really.
it's not as popular as here. Twitter is not popular, but Facebook is very popular in France.
Really?
Yeah, everybody uses Facebook. LinkedIn is mostly for the professionals.
Right.
So the professional in France do use it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my LinkedIn network is French. And then there's other countries that are French speaking, like Réunion and Martinique and all the other Nigeria, all these French speaking country are also on LinkedIn.
Now, for Planet Glee, I decided that I wanted to put it out to Mali and Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Cote d'Ivoire is also French speaking,
right.
uh,
Mali too.
but internet access, I don't know if everybody has it, but here everybody has internet because we are the capital of the world for computers. And but in some countries, only some businesses and a few select people have it.
Well, what I found is that a lot of younger people
Yeah,
have it, which is good.
yeah. In the schools, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to do something for younger people?
Well, what I mean by that is that, yeah, something that might interest them in terms of like, oh, I don't know. Like, I find that if I have like a guest from uh, the music world,
Yeah.
and you know the person's like in their 20s and 30s,
Yeah.
it gets a lot of hits.
Yeah. This music is international, so you don't have to look further than that. I mean, English, whether it's in English or in French, people love music.
Yes, and uh, however, it bothers me, and I don't know how you feel about this, that San Francisco is the place where people think that they should get, you know, techie jobs.
Oh, techie jobs? Well, Silicon Valley, San Francisco, Bay Area now, a lot of more tech in the Oakland area. So yeah, we are pretty much a tech city, I would say, as all the companies in the Silicon Valley also now have an office in San Francisco.
Right. Um, I know I'm gonna seem like really stupid because I'm ignorant about uh, uh, isn't silicon found anywhere in the world?
All right, so every country has their own Silicon Valley.
Right? Okay, good.
So in Paris, they have one down south, Metropolis in the Nice area, by the French Riviera. So in Japan, there's a huge one also,
Mm-hmm.
and China probably has a huge one too. So everywhere where technology is being developed, they do have a Silicon Valley. I mean, where all the tech regroup
Okay, good.
to be next to each other. But of course, it started here. It started here in San Jose, Silicon Valley,
Yeah.
Santa Clara, Mountain View. So all the other countries who wanted to keep up with the United States started developing their own Silicon Valley.
Now, what did isn't it warm in here?
It is. Maybe they didn't air it out before they put the next guest in.
And Aline did my shot, which I think it looks fabulous.
All right. I'm glad you're happy with my eye.
Yeah, you have a good eye, and we have a phone number there, 415-861-6648. You can call in and ask Aline a question en français. C'est
French or English?
either one.
Either way is fine.
Yeah. But I just want to know, like, for your show, do you find you have your own talents as well, right? On your show.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you mean I invite my own guests?
Not only that, but you yourself are more than just a person who has a television show. You have other things going on. You're an artist as well.
Well, photography was one of my studies, so I'm into photography, videography, and so that's one of my specialty.
You studied in France.
No, I studied in America Academy of Art.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
photography, and then the show was like an extension of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I also have the skill to network and find people.
How would you describe that skill? What does it look like?
It's like putting people who have something in common on the stage, with not necessarily in the same interview, but the same day. They happen. If I do 2 or 3 interviews that day, you can make it a puzzle. It becomes a full. It complete each other.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, may I ask because when I was on your show, you mentioned your daughter.
Yeah.
Uh, do you have more than one child, or?
Yeah, yeah. One is into also arts like me, and the other one is not. But yeah, she does theater.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Here in San Francisco?
Here in San Francisco, she choreographed shows.
Oh, nice. Now, how often do you take the family to where your clan or your family is from in France?
Oh, um, one of us will go at least once a year.
And are you from north, south, mid?
Mostly north. Mostly north.
Okay, because I've driven between Calais and Paris.
Yeah. Okay. So you that's it. Yeah. So we are all around Paris.
Okay. Yeah, I was really lucky because I had a friend who had an apartment, and when I went, and it was in Place de la République,
Mm-hmm.
which was very nice at that time in like the early '80s,
Mm-hmm.
and the huge doors
Yeah.
and everything, and I just I uh, I always wanted to go back there,
Mm-hmm.
and we even went to a party in one of the suburbs.
So you were there on vacation?
I was there on vacation, but my friend was photographer
Okay.
Benoit Vanoni,
Wow.
and
Good
yeah,
memory.
of course. Oh, I have my friends from Berkeley, and that time I spent in Berkeley. Uh, I know all their names.
Oh, wow.
Of course. I don't know. Maybe I lead a boring life, but
You remember them.
oh, of course. Yeah, they make people. I don't want to forget everybody. I don't know.
Yeah. You keep in touch.
Maybe psychically. I don't know.
You remember them once in a while.
I do. I do. Because I was given a Robert Doisneau
Wow.
book by Benoit that I really liked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Um, Now, when you're doing the show here for for French American TV, uh, when does it air on the stream?
All right. So it is streamed the first and third Saturday.
Okay.
Uh,
Because we all have our streaming time.
right. Mine is the first and third Saturday of the month at 6 p.m. And sometime they put another show that I do only in English the second and fourth Saturday, which is called All About Your Profession. So, so Saturday at 6 is basically, if you don't remember first, third, or whatever, if you click Saturday at 6 online, it's being streamed.
French American TV.
Yeah, it goes, of course, also locally here on Channel 29. But it goes on the internet, so anybody anywhere can watch it.
I sometimes like watching it like at late at night. You never know what you're gonna get.
Oh, yeah, and you have time to do that?
Sometimes.
Okay, and you see what they produce and whatever?
Sometimes. Like I really like Freedom is a Constant Struggle. Have you ever seen that show?
No, because
Oh.
I usually watch the internet, so this way it gives me more freedom to pick and choose at any time I want.
Oh, okay. So you can watch French shows on the internet.
I can do that too. I like to mostly watch something that's a comedy or something relaxing at the end of the day.
What would you recommend?
Oh, I like stand-up comedians.
Okay.
Yeah, French comedians have
Oh,
a
really?
they have a different sense of humor than American comedians. So our favorite right now, he's a star. His name is Gad Elmaleh. So If you go online, he gets millions of views.
Gad Elmaleh
Yeah,
is
he's a
Maleh
French.
his real name?
Yeah, he's from Morocco, but
Oh,
he
okay.
is a French star, and he's now trying to conquer, to get America to to become a star in America
Interesting.
because he already made it in France. He already made it in Morocco. So now his next goal is to get the American public.
Okay, so what's the name of that show that you watch then? That he's on?
His name is Gad. You type GAD on YouTube and you find dozens of his
Oh,
shows.
oh, I see. You
Yeah.
watch. Okay.
So if you never watch him, there's you can watch some as early as when he started. If you already have watched them all, then you watch the most recent ones.
What's your most favorite current French film?
Oh, basically, since I have not been in France for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
I don't keep track of the newest releases. So, so basically, I could search online and say latest 2018 movie and then watch it online. But the problem with Netflix is the French doesn't want to give them copyright of the
Ah,
movies.
good.
So we only able to watch the old movies on Netflix.
I can never tell if there's someone standing at the door or not. Oh, there is. Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. We have to say goodbye. Oh,
All right.
okay. Thank you
Bye.
for watching. And then, Aline, your turn.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.